When I was 5 years old, I went before my pastor, who at that time was Dr. Tom Malone at Emmanuel Baptist Church in Pontiac, with my mom to get questioned about getting baptized because he wanted to know why I was getting baptized. I had already asked Jesus into my heart, and being Baptist, my single, beautiful mom had my two brothers and I in church every time the doors were open. She made it her mission for us to know Jesus, and I learned that at a very young age. My mom sat me down and coached me on what questions my pastor may ask me and how to answer those questions. Finally, the day I was getting into the baptistry, I looked out in the great sea of people, and I really didn't know what I was committing myself to. Sure, I could quote John 3:16. I knew all the songs and the motions to them because I had learned them in Sunday school, and because my mom was in the choir and in the trio, I learned many more, including Just As I Am. They always sang during the altar call. Well, life went on, and after a series of events, the Holy Spirit directed me to a church parking lot, literally giving me a red blinking arrow right into the driveway. And I literally saw that. That church is New Wine Ministries here in Waterford, Michigan. I sat quietly for a while before meeting with the pastor and his wife. Let's see, where am I? I decided to start taking some classes to see where God was taking me and where he wanted me to serve. One of the classes I took was the Foundations class. I learned so much and gained revelation and understanding to so many questions. It was during this class, while getting to the subject of baptism, that the Holy Spirit began to speak to me. Because I really didn't understand or know the process of baptism at the age of 5, I was prompted to revisit it again. I decided to get baptized knowing full well what I was doing and why. In fact, from the minute I walked in the door until the minute I left the building, I could not stop the tears. And that wasn't like just like bawling my eyes out. I mean, literally, the tears just kept rolling down my face. The Holy Spirit was all around me, saturating me with his presence, and I knew I had made a wonderful decision. The explanation of baptism here at the church is that you bury that old sin nature and are raised to a new creation, no longer being labeled as a sinner, but as an overcomer. Sin is a choice, and Jesus can help us to overcome things that try to stand in the way of completing, surrendering all to him.